I've never opened a stage. I am I think it's so awesome. This being here at this MHP festival and with our speech, Agile, embracing Agile Leadership. We don't want to have a portfolio introduction, but we want to talk about how we see these topics. So first of all, I would like to introduce myself. I'm an Agile coach at MHP, and I consult on digital transformation, on Agile transformation, and the CIO is talking about the project I'm dealing with right now, is talking on the main stage right now. My view on this topic is the team lead from the Agile Transformers and how I make my leadership there and how I develop this. And then I also have my co-partner here, Elena. Yes, thank you so much for being here on this stage, and also welcome everybody online who have appeared in large numbers. My name is Elena Keck, and I also try to develop our Agile Transformers team and also to develop our Agile frameworks. And I help automotive customers to embrace Agile transformation and to develop ideas how to implement change. I talk on behalf of a people counselor, but also as Agile coach in my project. But why is this topic so important, and why are we talking about Agile leadership today? Leadership could just go on as it is, couldn't it? What makes the success of a company? A company is successful today if it is able to adapt to change circumstances, to adapt to change customer needs, and to do this with new innovative solutions and new products. And therefore, leadership needs to change. What does it mean to react quickly to change circumstances? It means that hierarchical solutions are, and leadership does not lead bring yourself to the solution. We want to solve complex issues in the team, and we don't want to decide what the best solution is. We want to decide this together. Solutions are made by people, by our employees, and they are our competitive advantage. And it's about for them to learn fast and to implement ideas fast. And since we are lacking skilled labor, we don't only have people applying to MHP, but also we need to apply to them, and we need to present ourselves. We need to present to them our understanding of leadership. They are not only applying for a job, but they are applying for a certain culture and a certain leader. Therefore, at Agile Transformers, we have developed an image film in which we are presenting us as a team and in which we show our culture. I had several applicants, or I was applying to other jobs as well, and they could have offered me a large amount of money, but I decided for myself that I just wouldn't go there. But since now we know all that Agile leadership is important, we should ask ourselves, what does it mean? It's an abstract concept, and so I thought about how to explain this to my 10-year-old son, and he's also listening right now, by the way, and I thought of the picture of a lighthouse, which gives orientation and gives ships help navigating also when they can't find their way. A lighthouse helps you to find your way, and it is always there, even if you have made a mistake. A lighthouse doesn't only give you the predefined path, but it shows you where there are dangerous areas. And this is my personal definition of Agile leadership, to provide a safe environment where you can learn continuously. But what does it mean for you, Katharina? I will get to that in a minute, but you talked about learning and a learning environment. I remember that 2 months ago, I picked up my daughter from school, from the 2nd grade, and they had an argument. They were fighting, but I only had 5 minutes to solve this fight between them from one class to another. And I tried to understand it, but unfortunately, I had to leave her within that fight. And tonight when I brought her to bed, I asked her, how did you solve this? But how? Yes, sure, I solved it. And she said, okay, well, yeah, my friend, she didn't give me any solution, but she allowed us to solve it ourselves. Well, my daughter was a great coach there, and it really made me think. This was really qualities of agile leadership that she showed there. It is about creating a safe environment in such a Bible studies room, which was that second appointment. There was a safe environment already, and they were just trusting that the children would solve their problems among each other. And you don't always have to know what to do next, but you can just wait. And I'm really thankful for I've learned that. Well, Katharina, we have self-organizing teams, but do we still need leadership? This is a question that I have asked myself again and again, what the role of leadership is in these structures. But for 2 aspects, I think it's really important, for clarity and for competence. Let's talk about clarity first.
Und zwar hatte ich eigentlich 2021
in 2021, when we were in the middle of the pandemic and we were really a lot to do and had new people coming into the team, but we still had the feeling that we had a clear vision, we knew our path. Well, at least I was aware of the path, and I didn't want to make an extra effort to add more time to this. I had to learn for myself that what's clear to me is not clear to everyone else, and that you shouldn't just assume that you know what other people are thinking, but that you really have to invest some time to make this clarity obvious. We started OKAs, and we were able to work together towards this goal. We all need clarity, but self-organized teams need even more clarity. Otherwise, it won't work. And that second aspect, competence, has a lot to do about being skilled and to be able to do something, but also to be allowed to do something. It's about micro-interactions, about not following that same role you have been in forever. Let's call my colleague Paul. He's responsible for a certain area, and he presented he wanted advice from me for an A or B solution, and I wanted to give him a solution. Who doesn't? But I really had to bite my tongue, and I said, I don't know, isn't that your field of competence? And then there was this awkward moment of silence, but then we really heard this click, and he was aware that, oh, he is empowered to make this decision. And competence also means to make this last step. So why do you think we need agile leaders? Well, I think that you have mentioned the main topics about competence and clarity, but I would also like to add it's about discovering talents and to develop talents and to make an environment where continuous learning is possible and also to remove obstacles. Developing talents. Our employees are our competitive advantage, and even if teams want to reach a common goal, every employee is an individual and one needs individual support. Everybody has their own comfort zones which they need to leave, and sometimes, especially the young employees, need help in discovering these talents because they don't see them. And they need to be bold enough to find this out. And this is about leadership, to specifically develop certain talents. And at Agile Transformers, this means that we also always bring different perspective into the team. We want to have the team learning from each other, and we also try to support every employee to grow within their projects. But this also means that sometimes we have to say no for certain projects, or we need to cancel projects if the environment is just not healthy. We want to have happy employees, and we want to have happy Agile Transformers. The second topic is to create a safe environment where development is possible. We have implemented a lot of formats at Agile Transformers to create an environment to foster learning. There are meetings on a weekly basis, and there are also meetings on project leader, weekly calls where people can present their projects. We have mentors for the first year of new employees, and we follow this learning journey of the Agile coaches, as Agile coaches. And we don't only try to further develop our employees from today, but we look ahead. We very much invest into capacities about implementing SAFe, about we are all OKA owners, and you also live in this whole philosophy. And we want to be masters in that field. And then it's about removing impediments. Self-organized teams encounter impediments, and teams cannot solve these because they're systemic, and you need to change the entire system. One team cannot manage this. Therefore, you need leaders to promote this change and to remove these impediments. And I will give you an example. For many years, I have consulted people from the automotive sector to develop in an agile way, and also to develop in this Agile Center of Excellence. And I try to create I try to create a roadmap for them on how to enable agile transformation. I help them with digital formats. They also make a retrospective. They have a demonstration where they show their results, and I show them what agile values are. And I also help them in making unpopular decisions, which are important and need to be made in agile transformation. All these are important examples on why we still need leadership. We have talked a lot about our view, but it's also about a personal development topic. Therefore, we also want to make this your turn now. Europe, because we're convinced that you can implement the diversity of agile leadership. We think that Agile Leadership is not a title, but it is a philosophy. And you have the possibility to change your environment. Ask yourselves what you can do to create a learning environment, or think about who you could mentor, or for whom you could become a coach, and what you could teach others, and also about how you can make decisions among your colleagues much better. Aristotle once said, we are what we repeat. Excellency is not something you're used to, but it's something you have to learn, and it's something about you're accustomed to. And try to find your own customs, and in order to grow together, in order to become lighthouses, beacons yourself. Exactly. We're all interested, at least I am, passionate about creating environments for learning in which we can still achieve our goals. So the Agile Transformers team says hi to you. We're glad that we were able to give you an introduction to our work, and we hope for very fruitful discussions in the course of our festival here. Thank you very much.
Ja, dann gehen wir.